Good morning, good morning. So, it's been a few days since I've done any readings, and I will admit I'm kind of in my own feelings right now. I've had a lot going on within my personal life, so I thought today we would do a little vlog reading, I guess. Let's see what I can pick up on for this coming weekend for myself, and then see what I can see what happens. You know what I mean? See what happens, see what correlations I can make, all that kind of stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to explain it. It's 5:40 in the morning, and I kind of find it funny though, because the current cards that I'm shuffling right now are my Magical Correspondence deck, and my cat Thomas, my baby cat Thomas Jr. is trying to play with my hands. Look at this little baby. Look at the little baby. And go. My cards. This is the card that came out. It's the Ace of Swords, and the very first thing that I looked at when I pulled it out was the Union of God part, and that is something that I need to work on. The last few months, I would say I haven't been nearly as prayerful as I usually am, or I have been in the past. There's been a lot of things that I haven't really, stop it, that I haven't really I don't know, prayed on, focused on, however you want to put it. I mean, I don't really know how to. This is Ginger. The one next to her is Sandy, who is a boy. Clearly, I need to have a better union with God with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I need to speak. I need to be honest about what it is that I'm talking about, what it is that I want to say, what it is that I'm thinking. I have noticed in my own life that, and I just looked at my thing and it was 222, balance, harmony. I have noticed in my particular life. Are you ready to come in, Luna Bug? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, what was I talking about? Okay, so, the other day, my friend, my coworker, my friend, whatever, twin, literally, we look the same. She's like my other half. She gets me when I'm feeling some type of way. She already knows when she's feeling some type of way. I already know. And we've only known each other since February. So we've only known each other for 6 months. Not even. February. Wow, that's way too far ahead. February, March, April, May. Yeah, 4 months. This is number 5, which is also interesting in my personal life with the numbers. But anyways, one of the things that we were talking about the other day was how between her parents, her dad is very heart chakra oriented, and her mom is very root chakra oriented. And so they help balance each other out, and they've been together for forever, 25 years, something like that. Like, they've been together for a long time. And literally, what he lacks, she has. What she lacks, he has. What he can't handle in a current situation, she's got it. What she can't handle in a situation, he's got it. You know what I mean? Like, they literally are balanced. They are a wonderful, between the both of them, when they're together, there's no blockages. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, yeah, somebody will put up a wall here and there, but that's them dealing with their own personal things. You know, that's not like, it's not like he's doing it on accident. Like, she knows he's putting up a wall, or he knows she's putting up a wall, and it's because of something that's happening on the outside, but they're not putting it up towards each other, if that makes sense. And when I laughed, I had looked at, can you see it? I looked at this right here, where it's like, I'm assuming like a mandrake root, and it's just like a little person, and then it blooms and it blossoms, right? Well, that's what's supposed to happen when you live your life and you travel through the different stages of your childhood, or through the different stages of your adolescence. You reach these certain points where along the way you're releasing stuff in your energetic field and in your chakras, and whatever blockages that you have, whatever blockages that have developed in your childhood, as you're doing things in your adolescence, or like in your teenage years or in high school, as you're doing these things that you quote think you're just living your life, it's actually trying to set you up to release those blockages and release the things that you've built up and you've pent up over your previous cycle, right? Well, when you don't do that, you don't bloom and you don't blossom into a tree. It doesn't reach your heart chakra with love. It reaches your heart chakra with fear and resentment, rather than love, happiness, light, whatever you want to call it. Rather than being balanced, it releases it comes to it with the scales tipped. One thing is more than the other, and you need to be balanced. And I will completely admit to you right now, 5 years ago, when I had my son, my heart chakra went way up one way. When I lost my son, and I don't mean like he died, I mean I could not take care of him because I was not stable enough. And I didn't see it at the time, and it took a long time for me to come to terms with all of those things. But when I was going through that, my heart chakra went from doing everything for my child to doing everything that I wanted when I was a child for my future self, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it without going into like too many personal details. But anyways, getting on with it. So clearly, obviously, I personally, for me, since this is a me reading, talking to you guys, I do have to come out of my, I guess, shell, which is kind of funny because last night my husband and I kind of had like a little mini argument. It wasn't really an argument, but it was a disagreement, and I cried, and I had an episode and he didn't make me cry, okay? I just cry sometimes. I had one of my BPD episodes, and it was a very, very, very bad manic episode. And, he did what he could because I did not want him to touch me. I didn't want him near me. I was crying and sad and heartbroken, but I was also really angry at the same time. And if you have BPD, or you have manic episodes, or you have personality, you have the traits of personality disorders, or you even have a personality disorder, you kind of understand what I'm talking about. It's sometimes when you're sad, you want nothing more than to be loved and to be held. But sometimes when you're sad, you're also angry. And I don't mean just like angry. I mean pissed off at the world. I was so upset that I thought about something that I hadn't thought about in a while. Or at least I thought it was a while. Turns out it wasn't a while. Like in hindsight, when you think about things, you're like, oh gosh, this has actually been on my mind for freaking like forever. Well, that happened. And he had asked me if, let's just discard. He had asked me if, I thought that maybe I needed help. And that's funny because I haven't even really did I shuffle these yet? He was asking me because he was asking me if, like I wanted to go see a doctor, if I wanted help. And I do, but I don't, like I want him to be my help. And I know that he can't help me with everything, but I also know a lot of what happened and a lot of everything that I was feeling was pent up energy and pent up stress and pent up, just like emotion, you know what I mean? Like it was just all pent up stuff, and it's a little difficult. Sorry. I was just kind of thinking. See, honestly, this right here is how I know that this is really for me, because this came out. So if anybody's watching this and they also can too pick up on things, I would love it if you would. And Magician's on the bottom. I would love it if you could comment on what it is that you think this is supposed to mean, because honestly, I'm looking at it, and it was in reverse, but like I'm looking at it, and all I really see are just all these individual lines. Like, all I see are the lines from shuffling and from my nails. Like, it's hard, you can't pick it up on the camera, but like, that's all I can see. I can't see anything else. Like, it's almost like somebody's portraying being there, but they're not, which I already know that about myself. Like, I know a lot of times, you know, I think that I'm there, but I'm really not. But I mean, that's all I can really pick up on, and clearly there's something that I in my head does not want to see, does not want to acknowledge, which is fine. And again, we have the Queen of Wands again with the Magician card on the bottom of the deck. I'm about to have to get ready for work. Let's do one more card. Ace of Swords and Five of Wands in reverse. So yes, clearly I have been all about fast action like that. I have wanted what I wanted when I wanted. I want things to happen, you know, like I've been with my husband. We've been married for almost a year. I say almost a year. It would be a year in October. It'll be a year. And we've been together for, this will be 4 years, 3 years. Not like on our, this upcoming new year will be 4 years. Because we were together for 2 years before we got married. Which I know doesn't seem like a long time for some people. Some people it seems like a lot, but we were happy. So, and yes, I said we were a lot happier then than we are now. We both are extremely stressed out. And that's interesting because when I said that, the time on my clock was 1221, 12:21. But because of the actions that I've done, you notice you see the flowers. There's a whole bunch of thorns around me. There's only a few flowers, but all I'm doing is just paying attention to the thorns right now. I'm just paying attention to the bad things. I'm not looking at the beautiful things. I'm not looking at the bigger picture. I'm not stopping to smell the roses, if you know what I mean. And currently, right now, that's what I am feeling from this Five of Wands card. Did I say wands? Five of Wands? Five of Wands card. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now, is that I kind of just need to sit back. I need to relax. I need to watch. I need to think. I need to kind of just be steady. I need to chill, right? Because there's a lot going on in my life, y'all. God, this scared the crap out of me. There's a lot going on in my life, y'all. Speaking of which, I've got to get ready for work, so real quick, I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to stop this and probably upload this one. Then I'm going to record a little, like, let's do this upcoming week for the collective. See how fast we can knock that one out. Bye.